SSH is a protocol that lets you connect to another computer securely. The connection runs over an encrypted channel. This means the data sent between your computer and the remote server cannot be easily read or intercepted by others. Security is the main reason SSH is preferred. SSH is commonly used for three things. First, remote command line access. You can log into a server and run commands as if you were there. Second, file transfers. You can safely move files between systems. Third, tunneling. This allows you to route network traffic through a secure path. To understand SSH better, look at its two main parts, the client and the server. The client is your local machine. The server is the remote machine you want to access. When you start a connection, your device acts as the client and sends a request to the server. Authentication is a key step in SSH. There are two main methods. The first is password authentication. You enter a username and password. It is simple, but not very secure. Passwords can be guessed or captured if not handled properly. The second method is SSH Key Authentication. This is more secure and widely recommended. It uses a pair of keys, a public key and a private key. First, a key pair is generated on the client machine. This pair consists of a private key and a public key. The private key remains securely stored on the client and must never be shared. The public key, however, can be safely copied to the server. Once the public key is added to the server, typically inside the authorized _keys file, the system is ready for authentication. When a connection attempt is made, the client informs the server which key it wants to use. The server then checks whether this public key exists in its authorized list. If the key is not found, access is denied immediately. If the key is recognized, the authentication process continues. At this stage, the client must prove that it actually owns the corresponding private key. Instead of sending a password or receiving a simple challenge, the client creates a digital signature. This signature is generated using the private key and a piece of session-specific data that is shared between the client and the server. This data includes elements like the session identifier and protocol details, ensuring that the signature is unique for that specific connection. The client sends this signed data back to the server. The server then uses the stored public key to verify the signature. If the verification succeeds, it confirms that the client truly possesses the correct private key. Once authentication is successful, the SSH session is fully established. From this point forward, all communication between the client and the server is encrypted. The user can safely execute commands, transfer files, and manage the remote system. To practice what is explained in the video, you can watch the video in the link I added to the description. Also, check out the courses section on the channel. You can follow many free courses there. To support us, you can subscribe to the channel and become a member. Keep learning.